Parents are saying, come on, 13 days till school, and the kids are going, well, we got time here, going to enjoy ourselves. Either way, the start of the new school year is really just around the corner. And for families, this transition time can be very stressful, but the transition back into the classroom could be made smooth if you do things right. And that's why Dr. Tabitha is back with us here on the morning show. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So, the kids have a lot of anxiety. Maybe they don't express it. Will I like my new teacher? Is that kid who used to beat me up still going to be there, the bullying and what have you? And mom and dad sit back and they go, okay, well, it's been a summer of fun. Mm-hmm. How do I ease the kids back into a regular routine so that the start of school is a little more comfortable for them?
Well, I think you just hit it. They've got to start on a routine, and especially, I would say, start right now. You've got 13 days. Start with some regular bedtimes. I remember summer being the time I'm out in my bathing suit all summer long. I'm filthy all day long because all we do is play. And so getting them back into that routine where you're not staying up late watching TV and just doing whatever it is that you want to do is going to be good for them, first of all, because it's going to give them better sleep. But it's going to be better for you, too, in the long run.
Aren't the kids somewhat resistant, going, I still got 13 days?
I'm sure they will be, but again, who's the parent, right? And so we've got to start saying, guess what? It's going to be school, and you're going to be getting up really early, and so we've got to get you in that habit, And so it's going to be even not only just the preparation in terms of putting people to bed in time, but also talking it up and explaining to them this is what's about to happen, so that the more you prepare the kids, the better off that transition is going to be. You know what?
When you run a race, you've got the go part, and before you go, you get set.
Yep.
But before you get set, you get ready.
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess that's where parents should be now, about 2 weeks out.
Yeah, definitely getting ready. I remember school, and especially for little kids, one of the best things is getting that brand new box of crayons. I remember having all my new stuff laid out, my new white shoes that had no dirt on them, which only lasted for probably, maybe half a day before they got dirty.
Right then and there.
But they're new, and it's all exciting, and you take your brand new picture and that sort of thing for the first day of school. But it's that getting ready and preparing them. And again, going back to talking about things and getting them ready. If you can go to the open house, show them their new school, especially if it's a new school, especially if it's, some big new transition, help them be prepared, because the better they're prepared, the less anxiety they're going to have about that transition.
And no matter how old your kids are, you're going to get as a parent, yeah, I know. But look, we all see the headlines. Safety is important. And we've got to teach our kids about certain realities out there.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a reality of our world that we live in. And so the more prepared they are, the better it's going to be. And so you want to be cautious because you don't want to scare children. I've had some kids in therapy lately that they've been traumatized by some of the things that they've heard on TV and that their parents have talked about. And so you don't want to create scare and fear in them, but you really want to say, okay, here's where you're going to stand for your bus stop. Let's make up a code word that's special just for us, and make it to where they realize the importance, but it doesn't put fear in them.
And once school's underway, communicate with the teacher. Know what your kids are doing. Know who they're hanging out with. Know what they're responsible for when it comes to homework and testing and things like that.
Yeah, and especially about things going on, because I see a lot of teachers in classrooms that they see children acting out for whatever reason, and maybe they think, well, what's wrong with this kid? They have a behavioral issue, they need some ADHD medication, and they don't know the context of what's going on at home. Maybe they keep running to the bathroom because they have a bladder infection. Maybe they're acting out because they just had a little baby boy at home and they're not getting any attention anymore, or not as much as they're used to. And so that the teachers need to know that context. And so the more you communicate with them and let them know, hey, we're having problems at home, there's, our relationship struggling, whatever it is, so they know that context and they can deal with your child appropriately.
Your kids will be in a healthier situation.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure. Good to have you back.
Thanks.
Well, it's considered a faux pas.